Prime Minister arrived at hospital with a remedy he hopes will revive the NHS. The service is in crisis with staff vacancies and waiting lists at a record high. Back in Downing Street, Rishi Sunak described his plan to rescue the NHS as an historic moment.
We're announcing the most ambitious transformation in the way that we staff the NHS in its history. This is a 15-year plan to deliver the biggest ever expansion in the number of doctors and nurses that we train.
There are more than 110,000 vacancies in the NHS. The government has promised to spend £2.4 billion over the next 5 years to fix the problem. The targets include doubling medical school places for student doctors to 15,000 a year by 2031, and the number of training places for nurses will rise by a third to 40,000. Last year, Tina Somerville was told she'd have to wait more than a year for a disc to be replaced in her neck. The excruciating pain was having such an impact on her life, she spent £15,000 on private surgery.
I was in tears, so I spoke to my husband and he said, no, we need to sort this, you cannot carry on, you've got no quality of life. So we took the decision to remortgage the house.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5! The NHS has faced many months of walkouts from staff angry about their pay, but the government's workforce plan focuses on recruitment rather than wages. These trainee doctors say that must change.
I think it's just maintaining morale for staff, making sure that they have good working conditions, are paid what they're worth, and like I say, that's not just doctors, that's right from the top down to the bottom.
And with the cost of everything going up, it's making life very hard for the doctors who are struggling to afford to sort of work all these long shifts and then come home and also pay the bills.
Labour agree the plan needs to go further.
We are losing staff in some cases like midwifery faster than we can recruit them, and that's leaving the NHS dangerously understaffed. So as well as adopting Labour's plan for recruitment, I hope the government will do as Labour is asking and get the NHS staff around the table to avert further strike action.
Hi!
The Prime Minister has made cutting NHS waiting times one of his key priorities. With a general election around the corner, he'll be hoping his long-term master plan has some impact before voters head to polling stations.